Hey everyone, Dave K here on my second and brand new YouTube account, setting up this YouTube account for different movie reviews, for gaming stuff, and for all sorts of other stuff, maybe less Disney related, less theme park related, but I still want to be able to share all the adventures with you. Let's check it out. Hey everyone, Dave K here today, checking out a new movie trailer, the Joker trailer. Brand new Joker trailer just released, the final Joker trailer, and I've set up this brand new YouTube account for stuff like gaming, movie trailer reviews, maybe less Disney stuff, but also to be able to bring you other fun variety type adventures. Let's do it! Now, the Joker trailer can be a little bit scary, so viewer discretion is advised. You may not want to watch this one if you're easily scared or not into darker movies, so just make sure you're keeping that in mind. Maybe skip over this one if you're looking for something a little bit more family friendly. Let's check this one out.
Can you please stop bothering my kid?
Sorry.
Arthur, I have some bad news for you. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
And finally, in a world where everyone thinks they can do my job, check out this guy.
When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
It's so awful, isn't it?
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. And people are starting to notice.
You think this is funny? Is this a joke to you?
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? Send in the clowns.
This movie is looking like a really, really intense one. You know, it reminds me a lot of the Batman movies, right? Where there's a lot of emotion, but it's kind of held up emotion, right? It's suspension. You know, they kind of hold you in suspense through this trailer. It's really intense to see how the Joker evolves as a character, you know, and it's kind of sad to see the backstory of how, you know, he's trying to have fun and make people laugh, and he has a hard time with that throughout his day-to-day, and people aren't really accepting of it. He's trying to develop that in a way and adjust that in a way where he can really be accepted in being the Joker, if you will, or being a Joker, and sort of trying to figure that one out. Now, again, it reminds me a lot of the Batman movies because you see his character evolution. There's a lot of sort of a darker background to it. And we were watching the Marvel Studios. They were actually giving us a sort of background on how these characters evolved and how superheroes evolved and how they came to be accepted in day-to-day as a more popular genre. And they talked about how what was really a big turning point was when they started talking about the characters' backstories and giving the characters sand feet, I think is what they said, sort of heavier shoes to fill, right? These backstories that weighed them down and made their lives more challenging, the problems they had to work through, not just battling against villains or heroes, but also in their own personal lives, right? Battles that they're having with themselves, or battles that they're having with whether it's friends or family members or, again, money or whatever it might be. It's just these personal challenges that they're bringing. And I feel like this story with Joker does an absolutely fantastic job of sort of driving you in that direction. And I feel like this entire movie is gonna be about that direction of where's this gonna go, you know, what's going on with the Joker? How did he get here to where he is today? I feel like a majority of the movie will be, you know, where did he start? How did he get to where he is? Which is really cool, and it's exciting, again, to hear that story they tell about the Joker and sort of what makes someone become something like that. I really like the idea of it. I'm really excited for it. I feel like Joker's another really fun Batman villain, if you will, because he's unique, he's different, he's really outgoing in a sense, if you will. You know, the laughing character, the paint, obviously the face paint makes a big part of it. And from a lot of the movies, Joker's always been a very intense character, one of the main villains, if you will, in Batman. And I'm interested to see not only how does he develop in his own story of going from sort of normalcy or having these problems personally to becoming the Joker, but also, you know, where does that dislike for Batman, that hatred for Batman come into play? And is that something we're going to see more about? Now, I'm wondering if there will also be sort of battles with other superheroes, maybe not Batman, but other superheroes that try to get in his way, that maybe he's able to win out those battles, that brings him up to that Batman level, or other run-ins that he may have along the way. And maybe we'll see some sneak insider battles that he has with Batman, or you know, competitions, battles with Batman we've never seen before. Maybe ones that have happened in the future or in the past, or however they choose to tell that story that we've never seen before. Again, really excited for this one. I feel like Joker's a really fun villain. You know, there's not a lot of villains you're like, all right, yeah, I really want to know more about that villain, or I really want to see more of that villain. But I feel like just his character makes you really want to see a lot more of the Joker. And so I'm looking forward to, again, hearing how that goes, seeing more of that backstory, and knowing what this movie is all about. I'm wondering if this movie will also be the start of an era, if you will, where they start to go into some of these villain movies. You know, they've done a lot of movies for Batman and told you a lot of Batman's battles and his history and his stories along the way. And I wonder if we're going to start seeing not only this Joker movie, but other villains coming out with their own movies. Maybe Penguin will get a movie. Maybe the Riddler will get a movie. If you look back, there's a lot of classic movies with some of these villains featured a lot more. But I'm not sure, at least in a modern day, we haven't seen quite as many villain movies. And you know, Marvel's been doing some villain movies as well. Maybe not quite as dark, if you will, right? Maleficent and that sort of thing. It's still a villain movie, but it's more of an uplifting villain movie. And I feel like that's one of the big differences between the DC and the Marvel universe, is they can sort of take this dark direction with the DC universe and talk about these more deep, dark, complicated things. And I feel like sometimes that can really add to the character, to be able to talk about how the character is going through all these really intense personal challenges or intense personal relationship issues, maybe intense issues at home or intense issues in their past, really builds and adds on to the story that they're able to tell about the character. That being said, I feel like there's a lot of advantages to the Marvel direction as well. One thing that I've always liked about the Marvel side of the universe is the more extravagant superpowers that they have. I feel like a lot of the powers in DC, in the Batman universe, or other characters in the DC universe, a lot of the time are more common, especially when it comes to Batman sort of developing his own suit. He doesn't necessarily innately have any powers. He does have a lot of training, and he did invest a lot of money in that suit. But if you think about, again, like Joker here, although he is very smart and he's able to go about things in different ways, you know, he's funny and entertaining as a character, he doesn't have any necessarily unique powers that bring about special attention or special attraction that make him different quite as much as maybe a Superman, or from the Marvel universe we've got Spider-Man or Hulk or that sort of thing. That being said, overall, I really am excited to see this Joker movie. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like this is something we've heard a lot about for a long time. To see that the final trailer has finally come out and the movie's going to be out in just 2 months is really exciting to me. I'm looking forward to hearing more about it. What do you think? Are you excited for this Joker movie? What are your thoughts after this trailer? What were your thoughts before this trailer? And what are some of the movies that you're looking forward to the most coming up? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being a part of the fun with me. I look forward to sharing more adventures with you. If you're interested in checking out some of the gaming, movie, and other adventures that I share with you, consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell to stay informed. Until next time, play on.